There, KDG Zone again, and this is another game by Ignore underscore listed, and is playing with Mayans, and obviously is going to do the same strategy that it did the last time you watched a video on my channel. So let's see how it is, and I really appreciate you coming to my channel and watching my videos, and I really like it, and I hope that will keep me motivated to produce more content on this channel. So I look at the map of Ignore underscore listed. He's playing with Mayans, and that's his goal. It's pretty bad over there because he has his second goal over here. He has some stone over here, which is almost at the end of the map. So that's not great. He's just found that out, and I'm sure he's not going to be very happy about it. This time, at least, his wood line is pretty better than the last time, and he's got it. He can pretty safely collect wood from there, so that is pretty decent. And he'll be a bit unhappy about his gold because the gold is very important for his fast castle strategy, and his wood line, the second wood line, is pretty far forward, and that's not very good for him. And that's the deer patch. You would want to collect food from that, so that is pretty important, and that would be a little close to the forage bush, which is pretty okay. So that's his map over there. And I'll go to the blue player, the challenger, and he's simply called Challenger 1v1. I really don't know the rankings, the ratings of these players, but I believe it's pretty decent. I think it's 1700 if I'm not wrong. And he's got a very good wood over there. He's got a very decent wood over there. He's got his gold pretty close to his town center. So that's a very good map. He's even got his secondary gold behind his town center. So I have to say that's not a very bad map. That's a very good map. Look at his deer patch. That is crazy, right? This is crazy. You can put a mill over here and just collect all this food. It's almost 1,000 food over there. Fabulous, more than that, much more than that, obviously. So 2 boar and 8 deer right over there. So that is a fabulous map, I have to tell, for the challenger, and I'm hoping that it puts up a very good challenge against Ignore underscore listed. So I'm going to fast forward a bit, and let's see what happens in this game. And I will also look at the fog of war, the kind of scouting the players have done, because that is important. Look at the challenger, and I believe he knows what strategy Ignore underscore listed plays. So that's the reason he has probably challenged him. I really don't know the story, and I really don't know what is the plan of the player, but I believe he knows what the opponent is going to do, and it's very important to know his strategy and take evasive action. You can look at the other player. There is absolutely no wood income. That's the two villages right now who is doing something on wood, at least getting some resources, some wood. But he knows his gold over there, so he's not very happy. I want to take down that scout cavalry right now. He's going to do that successfully? No, probably not. Look at Challenger 1v1, and let's see his scouting. Yeah, he has scouted his opponent's space right now. He knows about the opponent. He knows the 2 bows very close to the town center in 5 minutes 55.5 in game time. So he has got a very decent idea. He knows all the resources are very close to the town center. There is nobody on wood over there. So I think he has got a very decent understanding of what his opponent is going to do, or whatever is suspected, and exactly is what the opponent is going to do. So I look at the scouting of Ignore underscore listed right now, and at least he's scouted a little better than the last time. He's gone to his opponent's space. He's not scouting right now. He's stopped. He's started to scout again, and he's scouted all his resources. Finally, sending the villagers to vote. 6 of them, and I'm a bit surprised that he hasn't pushed a deer. Let me see where his deer is. It's very far forward actually, so it's been very difficult for him to push this deer. So it's not going to be very easy this time for Ignore underscore listed, and his opponent also knows what exactly he's going to do. So it's not going to be very easy. We'll see what happens, and he is 2 villages ahead of Challenger 1v1. So we'll see what happens very soon. He's found out his opponent right now. Will he lose his Eagle Warrior? He's losing health points on the Eagle Warrior, but he's going to keep that Eagle Warrior alive, obviously. And we can look at his Fog of War. He knows his wood collection, and that's the forage bush. He knows that's the gold, and his knows his secondary wood line too. I'm sorry, and that's how it is. So let's go a little fast forward and see what happens. Does anybody click Feudal Edge yet? No. Yeah, Feudal Age by Ignorance listed with 23 pop. I think one more than the last time, so a little more food being collected this time. He already has how much? 85 food. So he's gonna put those military buildings down. That's the reason he has so many on wood. He needs uh, two barracks. He needs a market. He needs a blacksmith. So four buildings, and he'll be ready with his strategy. And let's see what happens. We're gonna see four villages going forward for Challenger 1v1. So obviously he has some plan. He knows his opponent's map, and he's sending two villages forward. So we'll see what these villages are up to. It's going to be fun, I believe. And there you see, it's going straight for the gold. There's good possibility he's going to put towers on the gold, and that's probably what's going to happen. Let's see if he's done any uh, stone mining. The stone is pretty far away, so I'm not sure whether he's going to do a tower over there. Probably he's going to wall that, or even put military buildings once it hits feudal age. So that might be the strategy. Yeah, let's see what happens, and we'll soon find out. There you go, village is coming forward. Let's see how much of an information Ignorant Underscore Listed has. No, he doesn't know much about it, and he's going to put down his market and the blacksmith, and that is going to be the castle age soon from Ignorant Underscore Listed, and he's going to send all his villages from food to gold, because that has been the plan throughout in the previous game, and that's what he's possibly planning to do in this game too. But there are villages forward, and that's a barrack from his opponent. So he's going to put down more military buildings over here, archer range possibly, and that's going to be the problem for Ignorant Underscore Listed this time, because his opponent knows what strategy he's planning to do, which is fantastic, and it's going to be fun. Let's see from the fog of war of Ignorant Underscore Listed. He doesn't know anything about it. He's going to hit Castle Age anytime now. Is it the Castle Age? Yes, absolutely. That's the Castle Age. And 30 minutes 48 seconds again. I think that's the exact time he went to Castle Age in the previous game. So he's doing a template and he's doing it to perfection. The only problem this time is he doesn't have a gold mine, because that gold mine is getting wall right now. Fabulous stuff, and at his archer range possibly. Yes, he's got his militia ready, and this is going to be bad news for Ignorant Listed. He's going to find out now. He still hasn't found out. He's going to find militia first, and he's going to find walled gold mine. There you go. There you go. He's find the walled gold mine, and he's going to be pretty pissed off at that. He sees the archer range, and all his villages right now is going to be very, very confused about what to do. Let's see what he does, and let's see what he does right now. He knows that his goal is completely closed, and he has to do something else. He has got stone over here, so he takes aggressive action right away and goes to his mining camp, and is going to send everybody on stone and sell that stone for gold. And that is going to be his strategy. It didn't take much time. I did his strategy right away, and that is commendable from the red player. But it's difficult. It's difficult to sell stone and buy gold all the time and produce Eagle Warriors. But that is what he's going to do. Let's look at the gold mine, the third gold mine. Where is it? Where is the third gold mine? If you look at the mini map, that's one goal over there, and that's the two goal over there. Is that so? Yes, that is very, very bad, I have to say. Madam's research coming from Challenger 1v1, and is doing a second archery range, so it's going to be skirms from the blue player. So let's see what he does. And yes, he's taking out skirms, and he's going to mine both this gold. So you can see the chat over there. You know what I'm gonna do, right? Is what Ignorant Underscore Let's ask, and Challenger PV 1v1 says yes, and but that's okay. That's okay. That's the change in plan this time from Ignorant Underscore Listed, and let's see what he does. And he's not going to take out Eagle Warriors yet, because he hasn't gone to Castle Age, obviously. There you go, Castle Age, and those are two Eagle Warriors coming out. So he's got to sell stone all the time with the gold with that, and produce gold with that, and then go to the production for Eagle Warriors. That's going to be the strategy, and that's the skirms harassing the only people who are collecting food over there. There's no farms, right? So it's not going to be very easy this time, and this strategy is not going to be very easy to do. Let's see what the blue player does. And look at the pop of the blue player. It's 12 ahead. Ignorant Underscore Listed. So if you can wall his base over here, I think it's going to be great. So I would want to know whether it's going to wall his base, but it's doing some very crazy walls. I really don't know why, and probably is giving him an impression that he's walling his base, but he's actually not doing that. So I really don't know the purpose of these walls, but he's not doing it. He's not walling his base right now, and he has got a lot of army already out. Let's look at the military, and you can see 8 military for Challenger 1v1. And is he producing more? And we'll see. Yes, he's producing more. He's producing archers now because he's collecting gold, possibly in his base. You can see a lot of people on gold, so he can produce archers now. And let's see how many people on board. He has got a decent amount of people on board. I really don't know why he's done those palisades, and I really don't know. And he's doing a decent amount of harassment over there. And let's see how many Eagle Warriors have come out. It's just 2 of them. It's just the third one coming out, and I have to tell that this time the strategy has backfired a bit. So it's interesting to see when the strategy backfires, what can it do? What is the plan B, right? So it's nice, and these villagers would want to start doing some food income for his. For Ignorant Scholastic, there is he's attacking the. He's wasting a lot of time. As right now, he's just using 2 villagers to mine stone, so he's wasting a lot of time. He's hurrying down these skirmishers. He's got enough number of Eagle Warriors right now to do that job, and that is what he's going to do. He's going to send his villagers back, and he's going to start stone mining. There you go. The farms have come down. Finally, the farms are going to produce food, and I think it's going to be pretty good over there for Challenger 1v1. Let me see if any more army is being produced over there. No, I'm surprised that he's not producing army, because he can continue his harassment over here, but he's not doing that, so that is not great. And right now he's trying with his archers, and he's trying to harass the Eagle Warriors, who are already 4+3, so that is fantastic. And I have to say, it's stable right now. It's pretty stable for Ignorant Scholastic, though he's 13 pop behind, but he's doing a good job. That's a blacksmith finally for the Hun player, and the Hun player right now is not producing any army over here, which is not great, and doesn't have much wood, so he can't produce archers or scums, but he can still produce men at arms. But those men at arms might be very healthy to attack these villages over here, so that can be a very good strategy. But he's not doing that, and his Ignorant Scholastic has successfully is going to send his Eagle Warriors, chase those scums and archers, and send those Eagle Warriors into the base of the blue player, which is not great news for the blue player. Look at the amount of villages on gold he has. I'm very surprised that he's not producing more wood. He's not having more lumberjacks, so that is not a good strategy from the blue player. But I think this part is something that he's done successfully. He's done brilliantly. He's making more passive walls over here. I really don't know why. He's just wasting wood, because he needs the wood. He needs the wood to produce archers and scums. He's not doing that. He's not producing anything from this barrack either. So it's bad. He did it really well in the first 15 minutes. He did great stuff, and he totally understood what his opponent was going to do, and he took evasive action. But right now he's not doing a great job over there, and these Eagle Warriors are going to be a pain in the back for the blue player. And let's see how much Eagle Warriors is able to produce right now. Ignorant Scholastic, remember, 20 food and 50 gold required for those Eagle Warriors, and they are coming in plenty right now. You can see the gold right now, it's pretty less, because we're going to sell the stone right in a few seconds from now, and it's going to produce the gold for the Eagle Warriors. There's no villager forward so far to make that siege workshop. That's a strategy that he does, but he's got his Eagle Warriors forward, lots of them, and they're going to be a big problem for the blue player. Let's see what the blue player is doing right now. Is he producing anything from this advanced military buildings? Yes, he's finally producing archers, which is great. He should right away go to this part of the map and try to harass his opponents, because that's where everything is happening. And if you curtail the stone miners right from collecting stone, it's going to be bad news for Ignorant Scholastic. But that is not what is happening right now, and I'm surprised that he's sending his archers back home, and that is possibly because of his wood line, which is being harassed. I'm a bit surprised he should be sending those archers to this part of the map, and that's where the harassment should happen. But he's not doing that, so he's suffering right now, and I'm sure it's going to be very difficult. And that's the siege workshop from the red player. He's sending his villager forward, sending all his archers back to his base to defend. So that forward military buildings are becoming useless right now, absolutely. And I have to see what Ignorant Scholastic is doing at his base right now. His pop is pretty static right now, and that's a wheelbarrow coming from Challenger 1v1. But I don't think that wheelbarrow was required. Send two villagers forward instead of the one because he wants to get that siege workshop up very soon. And I think this game is gone. This game is gone. From the 15th to 22nd minute, this game was gone. This game was pretty good to start with, but at the end of it, I think it went wrong. It went wrong, and that's how it is. This strategy is pretty crazy. It's pretty strong, I have to say. Even if it backfires, if you can really change it to with something like this, I think it's gone. But I have to say that it is a very good game by the blue player. He tried his best against very strong strategy by ignorant school. Listen, you can see the pop of the blue player 6 more than the red player, but still, he did a GG, and that was the game. Look at the achievements, and you can have an idea of the military. That's military points 248 by the red player, and you can look at the economy much more for the blue player as expected. Obviously, no stone collected. There was no purpose. The red player obviously had to collect stone to convert it into gold, and that's the 14 villages more from the blue player, but didn't really come to any use. And I hope you guys enjoyed that game and that new strategy. You know, we have done 2 games with the same strategy, and I'm going to come up with something different the next time. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the channel. Please like my videos and leave a comment behind if you want to. Bye bye for now.